Yeah, what's going on, y'all? NeNe L.A. Shiro here, and you're watching NeNe's House, and I'm so excited to bring you guys my homeboy, Jason Diaz.
What up? What up?
We outside. Okay, y'all. So really quick, Jason. I was gonna say introduce yourself, but I already did.
Mm-hmm.
But me and Jason have been following each other on TikTok
Since the beginning.
since the beginning.
When TikTok became TikTok.
When TikTok became TikTok in 2020, there's like a group of us, right? There's like a group of us who like started out TikTok together, and you were one of the first people that I followed.
Yeah.
And tell them a little bit about yourself, like what kind of content you do and all that good.
I do positive content. I blew up for toxic masculinity. 2020 pandemic, you know, I needed things to do, so I hop on TikTok and just started posting, you know, for a few months trying to find my niche. I was trying to do trends. That wasn't for me. But in the minute I started like really doing what I want to do, it worked.
Right.
It worked.
Exactly.
You know, just like for you.
So like the first video that I've seen of Jason was like a video on Omegle.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them a little bit about those videos and like what you used to do with the Omegle videos.
So I would go on Omegle and I would get people's reactions, but that was never the intention.
It just happened.
The intention was to do a social experiment and people like ask people questions, like how people do on the street. But we're in a pandemic, so I couldn't go out on the street.
Exactly.
So I was like, how can I talk to strangers? So I did Omegle and I would be like, hey, have you ever gotten cheated on? And people would be like, oh, you're beautiful. And I'm like, that's not
the point. That's not what I asked you.
But it became so consistent. I was like, wait, this could be used for like a real actual purpose. So I gathered those reactions and I started dismantling toxic masculinity reaction by reaction. You know?
Let me tell you, he would like, you know, like on Omegle, like you like swipe to the next person and like you just pop up. And every time this motherfucking face will pop up, the guys are just like, oh my God, hold on, wait, where's my girlfriend?
Right.
You're beautiful, hold on. I'm like, they're like, yo, are you single? Wait, am I straight? Like, I'm like, these guys were asking so these questions. And honestly, it was just so funny to me. And like, you also dance.
Yes.
And the thing is, so with me and Jason, we've been friends on TikTok for, I want to say like maybe 3 years before we actually met.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I moved out to LA and we just was like, yo, let's link up and get some food and walk around Hollywood. So we did that.
That's not how it was. I was eyeing him on TikTok for a while. I was like, we're gonna be friends. Right now it's not the time because he lives too far. You know, we're on different sides of the coast. But once he posted he was coming to LA, I was like, I'm locking that friendship now. Because it was 3 years long overdue. You know? So I was like, we're starting now.
Like, you know how you can feel someone's energy on social media? And it's like, damn, I feel like we will be really cool friends. I feel like we will get along.
Yeah.
That's what it gave. And
the consistency was already there for a few years. I'm like, I'm already confident.
Right, you feel it? But the thing is, once we actually met, I was like, okay, because you never know. With influencers and creators,
not everything's what you see.
Not everything is what you see. Not everything is what it, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, that was cool. We met and like, it's giving like friendship. We done went to concerts and
right off the back.
We gonna get into that a little bit later. But I want to know like where you from and what was your upbringing like, Jason?
So I was born in New York. I was, and then my parents said, we're not raising you here. So I'm not as cool as you. I can't claim it like that, you know?
No shade, I understand.
So then they moved me to Florida, which is where a lot of New Yorkers end up, you know? But they migrate later in life. As a kid, they were like, no, not New York. So born in New York, raised in Florida. And yeah, between Miami and Orlando. So, you know, I got that culture in me. So
right.
I didn't miss out too much on the New York culture, you know? I got the Puerto Rican vibes and blah, blah, but I'm Colombian. So.
My teeth are also Colombian.
Yeah.
Like, listeners, in the last episode, we was talking about that. I'm like, I told people I'm Black and Colombian, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're so like exotic." I'm like, "Yes, I'm Colombian."
I'm glad there's more things like Colombia's known for.
Act like you know. Okay, wait. So like, what was your life? How was your life changed like before and after the fame? Like, what was your life like before TikTok and before the millions of followers?
Life was good. Life was good. I was always chasing like entertainment, you know, in some kind of way, but. I think I was still finding like what I wanted to do, you know? At the time, being an influencer, I saw it as like such a far-fetched thing. I was like, how are people even getting there?
Making money? How are people getting there?
Yeah. But I'm like, that must be the dream to like own yourself and do venture off in whatever you want to do, you know? But life was good. I feel like what I do on social media is basically what I was doing with my friendships in real life, which is, you know, lifting people up, being that friend, checking in.
The positive friend. We need a positive friend. If you don't have a positive friend in your life,
find some new ones.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Let's drink to that.
I'm gonna catch you whenever, friend. I'm gonna catch you whenever.
Get you a positive friend. No shade. Hey, and Jason is one of the most positive friends that I have. I have like a handful. Listen, for me, it gives very much quality over quantity. There we go. And I really believe in that shit. Y'all need to too. You hear me? Because a lot of y'all believe in quantity over quality, and you have a whole bunch of people in your life that you really don't with on the low. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need the positive energy around you
Yeah.
to keep you
I have
uplifted.
standards for friends, you know, like you know what you deserve. Don't just because you'd rather be alone or like you don't want to miss out on friendships. Like doesn't mean you need to settle.
Hello.
You know, and like people settle for relationships.
Don't settle.
Okay.
Don't settle.
But we don't gotta go there. Anyways.
Now, how's your life changed after your fame?
Good. I feel like I have millions of friends.
Millions of people to uplift.
But I always say like it's one thing to have followers, but I feel like I've attracted the right people. So I feel like everyone that's on my energy frequency is the people that are choosing to follow me. So like when I meet people that follow me, it feels like we're friends.
It feels like you're
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
Same. I feel like I also attract the same type of people. The content that I put out, I feel like it's the people who enjoy that.
Yeah.
And they feel the same way that I feel about
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
And when
yeah.
we meet, it gives like, homegirl, what's
Yeah.
up, sis?
I've yet to have an interaction where I'm like, how's that person follow me on?
Same. Oh my God. Okay, good. That was actually one of my questions
I'm
too.
sure it's gonna happen eventually, but you know, it hasn't happened.
Eventually.
Everyone's welcome to it.
How did it feel going viral for the first time though?
Terrible.
For real? Nah, me, I was hyping it a motherfucker.
Yeah. But you were pandemic as well.
Pandemic, yeah.
See, but like, it was nice, right? But it almost felt like it was too good to be true.
Okay.
Because put yourself in like people going viral today, right? You feel the impact the next day you go outside.
Mm-hmm.
In the pandemic, you're seeing the numbers and you're like, that's crazy. But like your mind can't wrap around the reality because you are stuck inside.
That's true.
You know, and there's no rule book. And I was going viral for a good 2 weeks. I was the one like really running that algorithm on TikTok for the view page for 2 weeks. So I was like, there was no rule book, you know? So I was just like, I just gotta keep posting the same thing, I guess. That's what I like. But it was good. I just didn't realize the impact of it until we got out of lockdown. And I was like, oh wow. Hello.
You're
You know?
right. You know, I didn't even realize. You're right. You completely like awakened a memory. Like we were doing our videos during quarantine, and we didn't leave our houses until maybe a month later or some shit like that,
Yeah.
or like until it was like safe to leave. And once I left, that's when I realized it because I'm across the street at my like park, and little kids are coming up to me
Right.
and like, oh, and I'm just like, hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying? But I get that.
You're like,
Okay.
you know me?
You know me. You care. I was like, wait. Although one time it was really when I for me I really it clicked when I was running around the track back in Brooklyn in East New York, and I want to say like a 3-year-old child just ran into me and hugged my leg, and I was like, bitch, somebody come get your child, because I refuse to be like called out like, get off my child, like your child's on me.
What are you doing with my son?
And what are you doing with my son? I was like, somebody come get your motherfucking kid. But the thing is, like, the 3-year-old knew my videos. For a second, I was like, wait, 3 years old? How the she?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah.
But her mom's like, yeah, we watch your videos. So I was like, that's really cool.
I have a question though.
Yes.
What were your numbers in the beginning that you considered viral? Because for me,
me,
I was like 100K.
No,
viral.
saying for me. Okay, for me, and I kind of still feel this way a little bit, but for me, once I hit 6 figures, if I felt like it was viral.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, a lot of times nowadays we get like caught up in the, oh, my video didn't get 500,000 views, it didn't go viral, it didn't do good enough. But then again, when you think about it, if you get 50,000 views,
that's two arenas.
Imagine 50,000 people in one place.
Yep. 2 arenas.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
You know, so I'm like, when they humble yourself, because sometimes we make these videos, we make this content, and we and we expect.
I'm gonna help you fix this too.
Well, you heard that? That my pop was like loud as shit. She ate that. No shade. Like, okay, sometimes we look at our numbers and we don't feel like it's enough, but we have to humble ourselves. All of us, we need to humble ourselves.
Right.
Because there's too many times when we come out, we need to just like take a step back and realize, like, you're still making an impact, even if it's 20,000 people, even if it's 10,000 people. you know what I'm saying? You're making an impact still.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Just because you're not viral doesn't mean it's not good content.
Right, exactly. And you know, it's the algorithm. We're blaming the algorithm for all of these things. Sorry, I feel like I'm like crossing your face over here. My bad. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna move right along. What jobs have you had before being an influencer? Or like what was your job before?
Oh, I
being
was
an
doing like
influencer?
the typical LA thing, you
Okay.
know, like trying to find gigs. I was doing commercials. I gotta pull those up.
Mm.
Modeling world. That was not my thing either.
Okay.
But gigs all around. I also did Uber for a minute, and I loved it.
I could see you like if I knew how to drive.
I loved it. You gotta work on that, friend.
I don't
We
drive.
living in
I've
LA.
never
What are you
driven a car.
doing?
I've never driven a car before. But if I knew how to drive, I feel like Uber would be really fun. So you give me Uber, like you're really good with people.
Yeah. And I was the driver that made you talk to me.
One of those.
Not to like annoy you. I was just like, I can make you feel better today.
I could give you some
Right.
positivity.
Yeah. But I loved it. My friends thought I was crazy. They're like, I don't know anyone that enjoys doing
That
that.
enjoys
But I was
doing it.
like, I love people. You should too. You should work on that. You know? I just felt like I was getting paid to like hang out
with people. You know what's so cool? Like when we go out together, it's like we both get stopped by our fans throughout the day. And it's like I feel like we both handle it very well. Like I feel like all of our fans end up leaving us feeling like fulfilled in a way. Like, and that's one thing that I will never ever do. If someone comes up to me, I will never like shun them, or if they want to take a picture, I'm always gonna take a picture.
Right.
Cause bitch, who am I? I'm a normal ass person from the projects. I ain't nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You take social media away from me. I'm a normal ass person.
Right.
So, and I feel like the same with you. Like when we were out and people would stop you, oh my God, you're the guy from you. You would literally stand there, have a conversation. Hey, what's your name? Nice to meet you. And, you know, it was really cool.
Yep. Just asking them for their name, they're so shocked. But I'm like, who are you supporting that doesn't care about your existence?
God, you care?
Yeah. Right. Or I get messages like the next day. It's like, oh my God, thank you for being so sweet and actually like caring. And I'm like, if you're supporting anyone that's not going to give you 2 minutes of their day, why are you supporting them?
Exactly.
So it's a one-way street.
Talking shit.
Just saying. But y'all do you. Y'all do you.
Jason, what's your favorite video that you've ever done? Pick one. Give me one.
But there's so many niches, you know.
Okay, you had dance, you had the Omegle stuff,
the Omegles, the positives.
you had the funny stuff. Give me like your favorite, all-time favorite.
I would say,
I'm probably gonna plug that shit in. So
I would say one of the Omegles.
Which
specifically,
one? Goddamn Tarzan! I knew you was gonna say that. I think that was the one that I first saw of you. Tell people what that was about. No, don't tell people what that's about. We about to show that shit.
Right.
God damn, Tarzan, where the fuck you been at, my nigga? Where the fuck you been at, bro?
I didn't even get a word in that video. That was just the initial reaction, you know? And then when it went viral, I went out in public, people were screaming at me. People were saying, God damn, Tarzan! I was like, okay.
Oh, you're Tarzan.
Yeah, but that kid was the star of that video.
I love that for you. Okay, wait, question. One thing that you're known for is your hair, right? What is your hair care routine?
I don't know why I'm known for my hair. I don't do shit to it.
Bitch, bye. See, this is the thing. It be the people with the pretty hair that's like, oh, I don't do anything. It be the people with the pretty hair that cut their shit and they do a buzz cut.
It's Colombian.
That's some bullshit. It's Colombian track.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
You like cut that shit out and like sew it in real quick.
I don't do anything to it. Which I feel like I have virgin hair, so like I don't even know how to style my hair.
Oh, so that's why you just leave it like
like I
wavy to the side.
it. The most I do is like I spray like sea salt spray to make it get wavy. But if you told me to style my hair tomorrow,
that's crazy. How long have you been growing your hair out?
So y'all should stop burning your hair. Just saying.
Stop braiding.
You're burning your hair.
Said, stop fucking with your shit. How long have you been growing your hair out though?
This took 2 years.
That's 2 years of growth.
Yeah.
But how long was it when you
Mom.
started? When you started growing it out, was it like right here?
No, it took 2 years.
It was like shaved.
No, I had like a little wave.
A little. Okay.
A little like Edward.
But that's a lot of growth. But also, bitch, you Colombian. See, with me for 2 years, it's from here to here. This is 2 years of growth for me. I promise you, my shit don't grow. My shit is now actually like shrinking back. My shit was like here, and we're not gonna.
It's okay.
Bitch, I'm about to go to Turkey.
You about to be on that airplane with everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. We're about to be all on that shit with the fucking dots. I don't care. That's exactly what it's gonna give. Now, you are also known for being bisexual, right? Do you feel like you've gotten like some sort of slack for being bi?
Absolutely.
Explain, like,
But
what
it's
kind
like
of...
it's in the most like uneducational ways that people approach it, like, oh, AIDS, or like disgusting, or promiscuous. You know, like I'm like, do I look like I'm just sleeping everything that walks? You know, just okay.
Right.
But no, I just think it's that stigma of like, oh, you buy, so you like everything, you like
Everything,
it
you want to
all the
fuck everything
time. You
that's
know what I'm saying?
walking.
Right. But yeah, that's about it. And then sometimes with girls, they're very like, I can't date a bi guy because I already worry about women. I don't have to worry about men. And I'm like, first of all, if you're worrying about women to begin with, why are you dating?
No shade.
If you're dating someone already worrying, you're dating for the wrong reasons. You know, security is everything. But
Hello.
yeah, apart from that, it's just people being uneducated about how it's
works.
like to live as a bisexual in
Man.
2025. There's a lot of things that keep us safe.
Listen, honestly, no shade. I feel like a lot of people are bi, and they just...
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna drink to that. I know a lot.
You and I both.
I know a lot. Yeah.
Listen, it's okay, y'all. It's 2025.
Yeah.
Everyone. For me, I feel like everyone is on some sort of spectrum.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Being like completely straight, completely gay, bi. I feel like everyone is somewhere on that like line of queerness.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just like a tiny bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may be straight, completely
Right.
straight, and you have like a little ounce of
And
like...
it's all up to you at the end of the day if you want to let yourself explore
right
into the unknown, you know?
It's 2025.
Yeah. I'm not out here telling you to go be bi, you know, but like,
You know,
if the opportunity presents itself,
then why not try?
fuck around and find out.
Come around to find out. That was actually right on.
Right.
Okay, I have another question, because a lot of people are not educated when it comes to that, right? For you personally, is it like a 50-50 thing? Are you like like 50% like girl, 50% like guys? Or is it kind of like, do you lean more towards one way, or...
So I used to say 50-50, but I feel like it's very much the vibes.
It's all about the vibe.
Kind of like a switch, really. Like if you intrigue me, I'm in.
Right.
I'm always out for experience.
There's a name for that. I forget what it's called, but it's like a person that is like more attracted to the person's like vibe and aura. Demisexual. Demisexual, when you're more attracted, not necessarily to the sex or the look, or
Right.
it's like all about the person's energy. And I fucks with that. I think that's some real shit.
Yeah.
No, and I feel like a lot of people are that, and they just don't know it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I do wish that people would explore their sexuality more, because I think people would be a lot more happier too. People will be you will be happier. You just try.
I'm a happy guy. Just saying.
That's the thing. It's like who you are. You're supposed to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy it. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be enjoyable. That's the whole fucking
And
part.
say you have an experience, right? And it's like a one-time thing, and you don't ever want to do it again. That's okay.
That's okay.
Life goes on.
I don't make you gay. That's another thing. I feel there's a really big stigma as like, oh, if you're a guy and you sleep with a guy once,
Also, you kissed them.
you kissed them.
Oh, so you gay now.
Oh, you gay.
You gay.
Dude, you stand gay. Like, bitch, no. Like, you try something, maybe it wasn't your thing, and that's it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you can find the same sex attractive, but maybe you don't want to be in a relationship with them.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? But maybe you're just physically attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
them. It's okay, guys. Okay, anyways, we're gonna move right along.
We got
now.
passionate there. But there's a lot of people talking about it. So
They are, and honestly, it's a really big part of like who you are in your content, and like you embrace it, and I feel like you also probably inspire a lot of people to also not look at it negatively. And like you're here, a bisexual guy, confident in your sexuality, and you're on social media making everyone feel good.
Right.
So there's people, I'm sure of it. Even looking at your Omegle videos, there's people who look at your videos and the toxic
masculinity.
The toxic masculinity is like kind of like switched once you start talking to these people.
Yeah.
And they it's like they understand it, and they're like, oh, you know what I mean?
Why do you think that is?
Maybe it's because you're inviting. I feel like you're an inviting person. It's not like you're on something like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're just like, hey, what's up? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
you're beautiful. What the fuck?
Yeah, like, you're beautiful, bitch. Bye. Like, it doesn't give that. It's like, oh, well, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. What's your name? Like, you know.
But I also think in those moments, it's like a safe place because there's no one with them. It's just me. It's just them and the stranger. I pops up on the screen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like the moment happens, I capture it. I'm like, you see, was that so hard? Was that so? It doesn't mean we're gonna get happily ever. We're gonna live happily ever after that. But you know,
It's a step towards
exactly
something else.
something. But you know,
I love it.
we'll get there. I like this ball. What is it?
Me too. Too bad she broke once I sat
Wait,
on
you mean she
her.
broke? Oh,
Yeah, don't look too
wow. You need
close.
stitches.
Don't
You
look
need
too
stitches.
fucking close. Don't look too don't. And I'm a whole designer too. That's since it's also
I see.
I
My
need
goodness.
to. She
What-
has some poppers. Now
what-
she's like,
What they
she's
what they
opening.
teaching you in this house?
Shut the fuck up. Fuck yo. Okay, anyways, move right along. Who's the most famous person that follows you that you know of that may have gagged you? Or like, is there someone who follows you or that you've interacted with that you're like, oh shit, this person knows who I am?
Yes.
Who?
He's a producer. His name is Fred again.
Fred again.
Yeah, again
Fred again.
and again.
And again? Fred and again? Fred and again?
It's just Fred again. I was just.
Oh, bitch. I'm out here looking stupid.
But
Okay,
yeah,
he makes
he's
music.
a songwriter, producer. He's amazing. But yeah, I didn't know he was following me. And the thing is, like, on top of all that, the talents that he has, he's a very positive
We love a
person.
positive bitch.
So when I found out he followed me, I was like, what did you see in me?
The positive.
I know, and that's the only thing I could conclude. I'm like, you know, but
Mm.
yeah, he's amazing. You should check him out.
I love that.
He really knows how to capture music and emotion in the most simple ways. I'm gonna put you on, friend. I'm gonna put you on because right now he's like Fred again.
No, it's funny because he's talking about putting me on the music, and this bitch always puts me on to some new music that
It's
I've never
true.
seen.
He'd be out of the loop, yeah.
Or some new videos that I've never. Before this, we were just watching Homegirl. I forget her name. What's her name?
Alice.
Yeah, we were just watching Alice
Cheddar.
Cheddar Chief. We were just
We're
watching.
gonna plug that in. Just
Yeah,
look
she's
her
cute.
up.
She's cute.
She's like, if Brittany and Christina had a baby,
He's always put me. But also, it's funny that he excited you because this bitch makes music.
I do.
Jason makes music. Let me tell you, we were on our way. So what concert was that? Was it the Janet concert or was it the Missy concert?
It was Billy.
Billy?
We're yeah, so listening.
Oh, we were on our way
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
Billie
yeah.
Eilish. By the way, do you know that all of that recording that happened was like it ended up being her music video?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, those were her music video. We went to Billie Eilish's album release party, which I thought was a party, and then we arrived to an arena.
Yeah,
And it's a full-blown arena, and the homegirl is just like in the middle of the arena with smoke, dancing and shit. Yeah, they ended up like they were, you know how her and Phineas were like recording.
Yeah.
Ended up being like a
Oh,
music
that makes
video.
sense. That makes
But
sense.
anyways, while we're on our way, he starts playing music, and I'm just like, oh shit, this is good. Who the fuck is this? He's like, oh, just me. I'm like, hold the fuck up. You make music. I didn't know that Jason could sing. He makes good music. And he was hitting notes.
I was like, I'm not out here just trying to be pretty, friend. I promise.
Stop playing this mother. Y'all, it gives dance. It gives vocals.
Yes.
It gives looks. Like,
yes.
stop playing, Jason.
It's coming. I promise.
Tell him what kind of style.
I'm a big pop head. I listen to everything, but I'm a big pop head. I'm a dancer. Just like, you know. So yeah, that was always a dream. And then social media happened, and I was like, okay, let me put my focus into this, and then slowly kind of introduce people to like who I am. But I think the beautiful part about that is like I get to introduce people to who I am as a person.
Yeah.
And then reveal my talents to them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
You don't want to put everything out of the bag at once, you know? So
No, but also that's how people feel more connected to you. Like
Absolutely.
with your content, it's like you're making these connections with these people.
Yep.
And they love you for who you are. So they're gonna support. Or they're gonna want to support your music.
And
they're
it's
gonna
good.
want to
It's
hear
good
it.
music.
It is
It is radio.
quality.
It is radio ready music.
You know how you may have like a friend who like they do music, and like you hear they shit, and you're like, oh, yeah, girl, it is so good. You really eating that? It didn't give that. Like I really, bitch.
I know. I remember that reaction.
I was like,
it was real.
shook,
It was real.
y'all. Speaking of like pop music and you being like a pop head,
Yeah.
I would love to know like who would be in like your Mount Rushmore of like artists that you would love to see on a collab. Like give me like 4 people who like, doosh, 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 doosh.
4 people.
4 people on a collab.
Straight off the back, Justin Timberlake.
Mm.
Christina Aguilera. I love that's Shakira.
Well, they sound the same.
Well, we're gonna move on.
We'll edit that out. Okay, Justin Timberlake,
Justin Timberlake,
Shakira,
Christina
Christina
Aguilera,
Aguilera.
Usher.
Ooh, okay.
Usher. I'm talking about like when you put me in a spot like that, I'm gonna go for like prime childhood inspirations. And somewhere in there, I think I would put.
That would be a cute
I would put the Black Eyed Peas in there. I got. Is that too many heads? That's too many heads.
That was not the assignment. I'm gonna need another fourth person. He said 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I just like the how diverse that group was.
That would be a cute song.
You know,
It would be. Would Fergie be doing cartwheels?
Hey, that was iconic. What?
Wait. What about the
who to this day have you
the
seen
national?
do those kind of
Oh God!
acrobats? Not even Pink.
Not even
Pink.
She was on one hand, child. Okay, work. For me, it would give very much. It would give Rihanna.
I'm glad we grew up in the same era.
We did. All right, my Mount Rushmore would be like Rihanna, Doechii. I'm mixing it up. I'm mixing it up.
Okay.
Doja Cat.
Ooh.
And that last person would have to be. I should do a guy. No, Beyonce. Sorry.
Guys, not one guy?
No, I'm sorry. I love the girls. The girls give me what I need.
I think it's hard with guys because there's no one. They don't really push the boundaries.
Like I need like what I'm saying. They will all kill a choreo.
Right.
Ooh, that would be nasty. Please, y'all, let's make that happen. Let's make that happen.
There's a little pitch.
Speaking of, we hit a little note just now. What's your like go-to karaoke song?
Ooh, anything that has both parts.
Both parts,
male and female, like a promiscuous girl.
Okay. So you can like play off of both. Cause you like doing that in your content too. Like you'll be like rapping and shit, and then you go. True. Very true. I too.
Yeah. Play with those octaves,
But give me one song that's like your. All right, I'm gonna give you mine first. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need.
That's your karaoke song.
That's my go-to karaoke song. Cause I like to like try to hit those octaves, even though I never can. I like to try at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with a few drinks.
To
really lubricate the vocal cords.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We like a lubricated vocal cord every now and then. Okay, I want to play a quick game of this or that.
This or that.
PDA or private shit?
PDA.
Ooh, you like PDA?
I'm an open book.
Ooh.
But PDA like respectfully. Like I'm not gonna do it.
Respectful little.
Yeah.
A little.
Like if I'm at a concert and it's a good song. You're gonna get two shows.
You're gonna get two shows. Right. Period. Oh, wait, no. Okay, right. Would you like breakfast for dinner or dinner for breakfast?
Is that what you did here?
That's first of all.
We have a victim.
That's crazy. First of all, that's
crazy too.
It's the shape of it though. That does kind of look like. Is that my hair? Look at my little hair.
That's crazy.
My God, don't look. My God, we're gonna edit that out. Don't touch my fucking pillows. Bitch.
All right.
Okay, breakfast for dinner or dinner for breakfast?
Dinner for breakfast. Breakfast.
No shade, same. What? But what would the dinner be?
Ooh,
what would the dinner be?
Anything. I'm not the biggest breakfast fan.
No. Oh, you don't like breakfast food?
No, I mean I do. I just if I miss it, I'm gonna live. Some people can't live without breakfast. I'm like,
I love me an egg. I love me an egg any type of way.
Just one.
I love me a couple. I love me a few eggs any type of way. No shade. No shade. Just one. I can't like one egg. Why? It's because I'm a thick bitch, Jason. That's fat phobic. You trying to get canceled?
It's okay. They're expensive right now anyway, so it's good.
No shade.
One's enough. One's enough.
I paid $15 for eggs.
Where?
15 at Pavilion.
Woo. Whoa.
No shade.
Wow.
Maybe I should like block that out.
She got money.
It's the closest thing to here. Okay, wait. Friends to lovers or enemies to lovers?
Oh, friends to lovers.
Friends to lovers. I
Yeah.
agree.
Have you ever like with someone you hate?
No.
See, I
I
can't.
haven't.
Same.
I haven't. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Oh.
Like as like a you can't f an enemy. But then
No.
again, maybe it'll be fun. No.
Mhm. I'm sure y'all have.
Okay, wait, Jason. Big spoon or little spoon?
Alternate.
Oh, like a little
Yeah,
switch
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Every now and then you'll be the big spoon, and then like you're a little spoon.
Yeah.
Would your hair get in the way if you're the little spoon?
My hair is up when my hair is up when I
You put
sleep.
your
My
hair-
hair is up when I sleep.
Okay. Have you ever slept with? You sleep with your hair down? Would it get like knotted or something like that? No, for real. Because my
No.
shit get knotted, and my shit is like all but an
No,
inch and a half.
I just don't like the feeling of it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, like all on your neck and stuff. Okay. Oh, Jason, little spoon, Jason. Flirty text or late night combos?
Late night combos.
Ooh.
I love me a long, deep
conversation. I love me a thick combo. No, actually, I agree. I do. I love a good deep combo, and I feel like a lot of people can't have, not even sexually, just in general.
Yeah.
I am attracted to people who can like talk about whatever the fuck and like get deeper.
Mhm.
Like surface level conversation is fun, is cute, whatever. Oh my god, you heard that new song from so and so? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But
Right,
like
right.
when you start talking about life and real shit, that's what really draws me
Yeah,
into
yeah,
a
yeah.
person. You know what I mean? And yeah, I agree with that one.
Like, give me something to be like, whoa.
Yeah, like nurture my brain with some shit that means something. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
mind
saying?
fuck me.
Mind fuck me with 3 fingers. No lube, no spit. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Respectfully.
Okay, wait, Jason, lights on or lights off?
Lights off.
Lights up. Ooh, you like it in the dark?
Yeah,
You don't want to
yeah,
see what's
yeah.
going on?
Yeah, I know what's going on.
I can feel it.
I got the visual
I
before
can
we
feel
turn
what's
the lights
happening.
off, you know?
Okay, being the funny one or dating the funny one?
It has to be both.
See?
Yeah. I'm not about to entertain you full time.
No shade, that's a job. I couldn't imagine being
Yeah.
with someone where it's like not 50-50.
No,
And
absolutely
like
not.
I'm just the one that's constantly cracking a joke
Mhm.
and making a motherfucker laugh.
Right. For
That's
free.
a-
For free.
For free? But I get paid to do that online.
Yeah, right,
Like,
right.
You want me to do that
Okay.
for free for you? No, it has to get 50-50. Okay.
Yeah.
Amusement park or fancy dinner for a first date?
Amusement park.
I knew that. Because because it gives that. You know what I'm saying? Like be like fun. For me, I personally like dinner is. I don't know. I'm not much of a dinner person. You know, how some people like to do dinners for their birthday. They're like, I'm not a person that's gonna like. I
Is
want to
that-
do a dinner.
Is that why you didn't come to mine?
That's crazy. The reason why I did Jason's birthday is the day after my boyfriend's birthday. So
That's fair.
exactly. I would have been there.
Lucky.
I would have fucking been there.
Yeah.
Cause Jason is my bitch.
Yeah, but you would have been at the table like, really, dinner?
No. I mean, for me, like I've never like
Okay.
had like a birthday dinner. I would rather have like a like I did a birthday karaoke night. Like I rented out a karaoke place. So,
Right.
like,
Okay.
I'd rather have a party or like have like a like I'm just like more of a woo dinners.
Yeah.
Also, when it comes time to split that bill, bitch, it be getting confusing. You know what I'm saying? People be acting like they don't got no money. I don't know.
No, stop, because nowadays I'll pay for it, but I'm a Venmo that ass when I get home. Mm-hmm.
It's no shame.
Yeah.
So you really ate that. Thank you for playing us with that.
Of course.
Very cute. Very cute. I actually agree with the majority of your
Yeah.
answers.
They were good
so
questions. They were good questions.
Thank you. We try. Okay, I have a couple more questions for you, Jason.
Are we
Jason.
going deeper?
There, we're going deep. We're going deep inside. Okay, if you could use a food during sex, which food would you use and where? Don't say whipped cream.
No, not whipped cream. Basic ass answer.
Basic. No shade to Tolu. Basic.
Honey.
Ooh, that's so sticky. You like honey?
There's a lot of things that are sticky.
True. I'm gonna use honey. Okay, where you putting it though? That's for you to know. For us to find
Yeah.
out.
We're gonna stop there. We're gonna
We'll
stop
use
there.
our imagination.
But you was charading. Oh.
I'm about to say, not you over here fingering my pillow. If we got that on camera
No, you
somewhere,
said,
because Jason is
where you
like,
gonna put it? I'm like,
so Jason, where are you putting that? Here, have your pillow, enjoy. Okay, so you're using honey, sticky ass honey. I really would love for someone to say like a drumstick. Like, bitch, that would be fire as fuck. Like a little savory. You know what you could do with a drumstick? Hello, use a little drumstick.
you got some experience, I see.
No shade. I've never used food during sex, and I don't know if I would be. I don't know. I don't know if using food for me would work, because I would really get hungry. No shit.
Right.
Stop! Leave my fucking my pillow up. Stop. Leave her alone. Him. It's a him. He him.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's his
I knew that.
his
I knew that. I got the vibe.
his pronouns Okay. What is the most surprising place that you've gotten freaky?
The airport.
Oh my
Passengers
god.
for flight
Gate
69,
3.
please go to gate
We're looking for a
16.
Jason Diaz. Where is Jason Diaz?
B4. Gate B4.
KB. Wait, explain where, like, what fucking airport was this at? What you was?
This was at Newark.
Newark. Oh my god, it goes down to Newark.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it was New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And
New
and
Year's
someone on the nap. We don't use those
We don't need
anymore.
to use.
That was
We
back
don't
in
need
the
to use
day.
those apps anymore.
No. This is before social media.
That has happened
Right.
to me before.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. But yeah, it was New Year's Eve. I had just gotten broken up with. I was in New York to meet the person I was dating's family. Got broken up with on Christmas.
No.
So it was a tragic week. So that day I was like, whatever. And that day I downloaded apps.
The app.
And then someone was like, hey, just saw you walking by. Meet me in the
And
in the restroom. And I said, my flight leaves in 10 minutes. I went to the gate and I was like, how long till the door closes? They said, you got about 7 minutes.
You only got 4 minutes.
And then everything in slow motion just happened. As I ran for the bathroom, I was like,
As
you gotta make this happen. I was like, I didn't just come to the East Coast for nothing, you know? And
we
then,
about to do something in this
right,
motherfucker.
right,
We got 4
yeah,
minutes and a
yeah.
lot can happen in 4 minutes.
A lot, okay. Yeah. So yeah. Airport bathrooms.
work.
But by the way, a lot happens in airport bathrooms, I learned.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've heard some stories. I've heard a few stories.
Yeah.
Personally, I know a few stories, and
I don't know if I would do it again, but it was just like the adrenaline.
well, you're the Jason
adrenaline of it
Diaz, so
all.
you can't anymore. Do you miss life before social media, before having all of the followers, and before like being so recognizable?
No. I like it. I don't like when, like, for example, I'm always down to meet people in person.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're recording me from a distance and you don't make yourself known, I find that a little bit invasive.
Did that happen to you at a party?
Yes.
Like that happens. Yeah, Jason was dead. Anyways, you want to tell it or it's not really important.
Or like I once hooked up with someone from that knew me from social media. They were cool, but then I woke up to them taking pictures of me in my sleep.
No.
And I was like, oh,
See, I linked with someone from social media that was a fan of me for a long time, and I'm never ever doing that again. It's like he tried to hold me captive.
Oh,
And yeah, no, I'm not even joking. Like he was like, "You're not leaving." And I was like, "Ha ha ha, LOL." I'm like, "This dude is bigger than me."
oh no.
Yeah, he was like 6'6", and I'm like, ha ha ha, LOL. He's like, "Nah, you're not going nowhere." And I was like, "Okay."
Were you at a house?
Yeah, no, it was an apartment in the Bronx. That was the main thing. The Bronx. No shade, no shade, Remy.
Hey, we love the Bronx.
Now, Jason, you know that you're known for like your luscious hair. Do you like your hair being pulled?
No. I like pulling hair. Yeah.
So that means that Jason is aggressive. Are you aggressive? Is Jason the aggressor? Oh my
I like to be in charge.
God, Jason's in charge. Oh my God, I'm not surprised. Goddamn Tarzan.
That's what we want, you know.
Goddamn Tarzan. Goddamn Tarzan. That is you fucking Tarzan-esque freak.
No. Oh my God.
What's the most risque thing you've ever worn out? side?
Well, I mean, I rarely wear clothes as it is.
It's even just being butt ass naked.
Yeah. I'm just
like
I'm just always making sure I'm not hot.
right. And,
you know.
put photo here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was gonna ask you, would you rather be in charge or being told? Would you rather be in charge or be told what to do in bed?
In charge.
But I think you've answered
Mm-hmm.
that question for us.
You know, let it be known.
Have you ever had a terrible hookup? And if you have, like, what happened? I think everyone's had a terrible hookup at least once or twice.
Yes.
What happened then? What happened was.
Mine was more like, okay, so there was a guy who I had a crush on for like years. It was one of those situations where like I met them at a nightclub in LA, hit on them. That night they were like, I was like, I'd love to take you out. And they were like, I actually leave back to Germany tomorrow. So I was like, wow, it's not meant to be, you know? Anyway, skip to like 5 years later. We followed each other on social media, blah, blah, blah. And I got a feel for like who he was as a person.
Right.
You know, so over the years, as I got to know him from watching his socials, I'm like, this guy was like pretty aligned from what I imagined him to be. He was a cool guy. Finally got the opportunity
to do a little one.
to, I'm in Europe and I like slid on the DMs. I was like, hey, just so you know,
we outside.
If you ever want to like, you know, make up for what we didn't get to do in LA, which is like, you know, get to know each other. So yeah, I had one opportunity. We went out, we had a great time. And I confessed that, you know, I low-key had a little crush, right? But the drinks kept coming in. The drinks kept coming in. It was like drinks plus like me being nervous, you know? Because I'm like, this is my opportunity after so many years.
Right.
And then like we hook up. And my performance was
because the drink.
It was like a 1. So it was bad on my part. Like because I can't, you know, that was my first impression moment where I was like, I'm gonna throw it down.
You was lit.
But I was lit. So because I was so lit, I wasn't able to do my best. So I'm over here like, all these years been waiting for this moment. And they're probably like, God, well, I'm glad we never
the game. And we're done.
Yeah, and we're done. Let's just stay friends.
Okay.
Let's stay friends.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
And we're friend zone. That's it.
I promise it happens to the
all.
best of us. It's okay. Wait, hold on. I think I just heard a ding. I cooked you a little something.
Is that what I smell?
You smell that? Yeah. I heard you like ribs.
I do like ribs.
So I made you a little bit of something.
I love ribs.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a little rib or two, okay?
Ooh, okay, you cook.
Yeah, I cook. I be cooking. I put like barbecue sauce on it.
Nice.
And seasonings.
Right. Yeah.
And I put it in the stove.
What kind of ribs?
Yeah, so look. We're gonna cheers to the rib. Damn, Jason, those hot as fuck.
They are.
It's good though, cause I could cook. She good.
Missing something.
Was missing something? Well, I ain't cooked this. That's why it's missing. Now, Jason, I feel like we all have these every now and again. Now, what is your worst fan experience?
Oh, don't do me like that.
What is your worst fan experience?
What are they watching?
They'll be watching and they'll hear it and.
Okay. Wow. You're not ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going in. It's I'm doing a birthday, right? A club is hosting my birthday.
Okay.
I posted about it like 3 days before.
You told me about this. I noticed. Tell the people.
So this fan was like she was a regular, you know, like I knew of her name, blah 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 blah. She tells me she's gonna drive down from North Cal to come to the birthday by herself, and I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Like it's gonna be a group of people. Blah, blah. It's a public event, you know.
Public event. Continue.
Right. So yeah, so I'm excited to meet her, you know, like I know of her. So I finally show up. It starts at 11. I show up at 10:50. And when I walk into the club, she's the first person I see. And she just runs up to me and she goes, she she just goes, I can't even do it.
Goddamn, Tarzan.
She goes,
What she said?
she said,
I want dick. Oh.
just like that. Just no hello, no hey.
Wait,
Just
you mean
straight
so
up.
she came
Looked up
to,
at me.
like-
She's like 5'5". I'm 6 foot, and just so you know. And then she was just like, I was like,
She came to
Oh.
get dick instead of coming to celebrate your birthday?
I was like, is that why you drove so many hours by yourself?
Oh, babe.
No. It's a birthday. It's not The Bachelor.
She traveled hours to come get some dick from you
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
birthday. That is selfish, bitch. It's my birthday, and this is what you're coming
You're
for.
making it about you
That's crazy.
and your needs.
So wait, what happened after that?
Oh,
Did you like kind of just like ignore her?
No. So like we had like our little closeout area for me and my friends, and then everyone else that was there for the event. And then she was like in the corner by herself, and I was like, oh, damn, I feel bad, you know, because she was by herself and she communicated that. So I asked my friends that were all in the closed section. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna let her join us so she's not by herself, you know, like she's chill.
Very nice.
I just never told them
What she said.
what she said. Only one friend experienced that. And then she came into our section and she just started humping on my friends.
Oh, she was trying to figure. She was lit. She was drunk as shit.
She was drunk.
was
as
fucked up.
shit. She was drunk
Damn,
as
baby
shit.
girl, we gotta do better. We gotta do better.
And then the next day, to be fair, she messaged me and she goes, I'm so sorry I was hammered because I was nervous to meet you. But I don't understand why you would be nervous to meet me. I'm a nice guy.
No shit. People say the same thing about me. People will like, I'll be out and then people will DM me like, oh my god, hey, just let you know I saw you at February 21.
Right.
don't
But
know
I
why
was too
said
scared to
those
say
things.
hi.
And I'm like, girl, what? You could
Right.
have scared. This is the PSA from us.
Hey.
If you see us outside, it is okay to come up and say hello.
We like to meet y'all.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Jason, I have a game I want to play with you. Right.
Oh.
And
More
it's a
games?
test. It's another game. Of fucking course, it's another game. I want to test your. Stop talking to the gaping hole.
Listen.
Oh my God, you're talking to the guy. Oh, fuck. Leave her alone. him.
Oh, wow. You see?
Leave
You
them.
see?
Leave them alone. Okay, so with this game, all I'm gonna do is I want to test your acting abilities with only using your face and your body. You know what I'm saying? Two things that you're very known for. I want you to just use that.
Okay.
No words.
Okay.
I'm gonna read a monologue, and I want you to kind of like act out what I'm saying to this camera right
I'm gonna
here.
get a drink for this.
Take a sip to this camera right here and to this camera right here. Okay. All I'm gonna tell you is the monologue is basically about you meeting someone and kind of like trying to seduce them and you're into them a bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, take a little sippy sip. Okay, you know what? Let me take one too, because I gotta get my little voice. Cheers. Jason smirks into camera 1 and tilts his head slowly. And then does a dramatic slow motion hair flip to camera 2. Oh, you're looking at me? He pauses, then whips his head back towards camera 1 for a confident smirk. Wait. He drops the grin instantly and then switches to camera 2 and hits a fake Crest commercial ad like, oh. Jason, do it! Then subtly waves the air away behind his back. He gets back into full smolder mode and leans in close. Wait. Wait, Jason. I can't. Okay, wait. I don't know if I can finish. Guys, I'm trying to read.
What's the rest?
I'm over here sweating. I'm over here trying to read.
What's the rest? What's the
and I
rest?
just see you. Give it like, what are you? Give it
Go
what
ahead, man. Go ahead.
And then abruptly breaks into choreography. Nah, I feel like you ate that. I couldn't see what you was doing because I was too busy reading. But then, I feel like you ate that. Did he eat that, y'all? He ate that. He did good.
That was a lot. What?
So, Jason, knowing how successful you've been and like where you've came from and where you are now, I just wanted you to take a moment and look into like maybe this camera and give yourself a message to like little Jason before all of this, like what would you want to tell little Jason, young Jason? What message do you have for him? Go.
Following the crowd, not following the crowd was the best decision you ever made in your life.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't make sense when I was a kid, but it makes sense.
But now, I love that. Oh, little Jason.
Yeah.
Well, Jason, I appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you,
You're my
friend.
homeboy, and I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you like sharing yourself with everyone. And I just want to take the time to like thank you.
Of course.
And this is Jason's first podcast.
It
you guys,
is.
and I feel very.
I only came because he said he was gonna make ribs.
Yeah, and I did make ribs, and they came out really good. They just needed-
Debatable. I've seen those before.
I made those ribs from fucking scratch, blood, sweat, and tears. But this is Jason's first podcast, and you really ate that shit. And this is how we chat on a normal.
Yep, on the norm.
On a norm.
We just let you guys have a
Hot
little,
mess.
be a
Hot
fly
mess.
on our wall.
on the wall.
Yeah.
Just 3 flies.
But now you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, say bye to the people.
Bye, people. Again, say hi to us in public.
We don't bite
We don't.
unless you want us to.
Exactly.